Most students have 4 years of blissful abandon while in college, plus a few extra years in grad school. But after you graduate, you're going to have to pay for it. But first things first, don't panic. You're not alone. We've all been there. Just try to think of it as another bill that you have to pay every month. Gas, electric, cell phone, student loan. When you put it in context that way, you see that it's just another responsibility and not this huge burden you have to bear. We're here in the West Village, right by NYU's campus, and we're here with Jonathan Gordon from the Debt Counseling Corporation, getting all the straight facts on student loans. No matter what your financial situation, there is a payment plan that will suit your budget. So, Jonathan, what are the different types of student loans? I know that they can vary.
Well, there's two different types of student loans that you want to be concerned with. There's federal and the private.
Okay.
Federal student loans are generally regulated by the government, and their interest rate is capped by the government as well. There are two different types of federal student loans. There's subsidized and unsubsidized. With subsidized, the government pays your interest while you're going to school.
Cool.
And with unsubsidized, they don't.
Right.
So you either have the option of paying it month to month, or you can just let it accumulate.
Okay. So when they subsidize it, do you have to pay that interest back, or?
When they subsidize it, there's no paying interest
okay.
back. It's sort of forgiven. It doesn't start to accrue until afterwards.
Okay. Now there's a lot of talk about interest rates. Can you give us some more details about that? That can be really confusing.
Okay, just as there are two types of federal loans, there's also two types of interest rates. You've got fixed and variable.
Okay.
For fixed interest rates, they're easier because they generally stay the same. They shouldn't change.
Okay.
When you have variable interest rates, there's they can change sometimes drastically. So you want to make sure that if you're going to go with a loan, you stay with fixed. As far as interest rates are concerned, you want to be more concerned with them with private loans, because with private loans they can, I had a private loan in college for $3,000, and in a year it was already accumulating $500 in interest. So you really want to pay attention.
Okay, so let's talk about those options. You've got your degree and you've got a job, but you haven't exactly started bringing in the big bucks yet. The repayment plans offered by your lenders usually offer a 10-year repayment period. But for those who've borrowed a lot of money, the monthly payments can still be hefty. Now, we know people run into financial difficulties from time to time. So what are some options for a recent graduate if they're having trouble making payments?
If they're having trouble making payments, there's three options that they have, basically. There's deferment, forbearance, and loan forgiveness.
Okay.
Now with deferment, it's just as it is while you're going to school. If you re-enroll, you qualify for deferment. If you do military service, if you're unemployed or have economic hardship, any of these options, and again, this is for 3 years that you can defer up to. Unless you're in school, then it's indefinite. As long as you're in school half-time or more, you can defer indefinitely. Forbearance is if you don't qualify for deferment. All right, and basically the only difference is you pay interest no matter what.
But you just don't have to make a monthly payment.
Oh, you can. You can choose to make a monthly payment on interest with deferment or forbearance, so that it doesn't accumulate over time.
Okay.
With loan forgiveness, that is something when they go ahead and forgive part or all of your loans. If you join the Peace Corps, if you're doing military service, if you're teaching in underprivileged areas or practicing medicine.